What's up, you guys? Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Yes,
What's up,
yes. It's
Chels?
Tuesday.
Yes, it
Almost hump
is.
day.
Almost hump day. I don't
Almost
celebrate
hump
hump
day.
day. I feel like that's the most
Pre-hump
annoying day
day.
of the week. I hate when people are like, happy hump day. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like, I understand we're halfway through the week, but can't you use a different word? Like, happy halfway through the week day?
No.
What's going on,
Boring.
chat? We got Supersonic Station, Z Black Rider, and Vader Zim. What is going on, you guys? Welcome, welcome. So, it's Tuesday. Just so you guys know, today was National Cookie Day. So, you get a free cookie if you went to any Insomnia cookies across the United States. I was gonna say nations. Any insomnia cookies, you could have got a free cookie. You still have till 3 in the morning. What's up, Lady Foxfire? Um, and then if you went to McDonald's, you could get two for $1. But I would not trust eating a McDonald's cookie. I don't even trust eating
Uh-uh.
McDonald's nuggets, and I eat them all the time. How about you,
Oh, I
Chels?
love their nuggets.
But Chelsea
I've
likes
never
my
eaten.
cookies, so I
I
can't say
do
shit.
like your cookies. Mm.
You made that sound
I wish I
dirty.
could have.
Mmm.
Okay. Listen, all I'm thinking
Uh,
about is that peanut butter cookie.
yeah.
Okay.
Peanut
It's
butter
better than my
cookies are
snack
life.
books.
Just so you guys know, I had a little smidge to drink, and not much at all, but I don't drink, so um, pardon me if I'm an idiot. How about that? Let's start there. So Chelsea, please tell me, have you started your Christmas shopping yet?
No,
What do you mean
I
no?
did not. I have not started anything. What you mean?
It's December 4th.
I know, I'm
You have
slacking.
21 days to get your Christmas gifts in order.
I know. Tell me about it. And my mom's telling me she's ordering my gifts, and Alex is telling me he's got my gift, and my sister's like, I got your gift. I'm like, I did not shop for any of you.
How about you guys in the chat? Have you guys started Christmas shopping at least? Do you have a lot of people to buy for?
Me, no, not really. I mean, I guess if you include the kids, like, yeah, because with their situation of losing their father last year, I feel like, I just want to give them the world. So that's I'm trying to help them out.
Well, that's understandable. Foxy started shopping for her nieces, and I've got a confession to make. I haven't started my Christmas shopping yet at all. Supersonic Station said, yes, I buy everything Black Friday so I don't stress in December. I feel like
That's
there's
smart.
better deals closer to Christmas. And not only that, it's money's been really aggravating because you gotta buy stuff, but you gotta pay bills. And every single payday, I'm like, I'm gonna go to Walmart and do a layaway for the kids. Every single payday, and every single payday, I'm broke as soon as I get my paycheck. I have to go pay this bill, that bill, and I've not done it yet. So I'm really
Yep.
ashamed. And now I don't know how I'm gonna manage to fumble it all together right before Christmas, but I got this. I got this. I got this. Got my fingers crossed too.
Yeah,
What's up,
for sure.
Chima?
We're both definitely gonna get everybody great gifts, and it's gonna be great. Hopefully, the whole world won't come burning down.
No, I think, well, I went 3 years without celebrating Christmas. And for me now, I just buy the kids gifts. So I have the kids, my four kids, well, the three kids, my stepson, and then my niece and my nephew now. So my niece, she's like 18 months old, so I'm gonna buy her some baby clothes and I don't know what else. My nephew, I buy him the world. He's like the love of my life. He'll probably get more than my kids because he's just a baby. What's up, Don? Don's like, don't worry about it. I'm not worried. And then I told you about the per pay thing. I do per pay, so I think I'm going to buy two of the big gifts through there. And I've shared this a couple times on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about, right, Chels?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So I think for the big gifts that I need to buy, I'm going to use that. And I know everyone's like, oh, well, it's more expensive. I understand that. But if I don't have the money to throw down up front, I'd rather break it into payments because that works better for me, you know? So I think I'm going to go
Yeah.
that route.
I mean, that's definitely nice. I go through like Rent a Center too. It's just easier. Like I don't have to pay it all up front. You know, I could just keep giving you money,
I
and
don't
it's only
fuck with
like
them.
$20,
Excuse my
$10.
French. I don't
You
like
know,
them. They're
oh, Rent a
evil.
Center.
Per
What?
pay is different.
Evil?
It comes right out of your paycheck, and then you own it in 10 pay periods or 8 or 4, you
I
know?
mean, if you're smart about it, though, you do end up getting like a really big discount off of their stuff. I've always paid my stuff off in the 90 days, so they like cut the price in half.
Oh,
Like my
nice.
couch was supposed to be like almost $1,000, my couch set, and I got it for $450 for paying it off in 90 days.
Oh, that's really good.
It's not, yeah, seriously.
Maybe I'll consider that, but I don't think that's going to be a right choice for the gifts
I
that I
mean, I
want to
don't
get the
think,
2 kids, you
yeah, I
know?
was just gonna say, I don't think they really have gift stuff, but
I mean, you never know. I don't want to say it because I don't know who's around, but they tend to sneak around me when I'm on a show and I can't hear because I have my headset on. So, I don't want to spill the beans, or Lady Foxfire will go and tell them, she'll snitch
yeah.
on me. I'm just kidding, Foxy. It's not like she's going to just find my kids just to tell them what mom's buying them for Christmas. And then my 11-year-old, he made this huge deal about Santa Claus. And I'm like, dude, I told you years ago Santa Claus isn't real. I'm not going to lie to you. I buy your gifts. And I know this actually wasn't a topic, but do you think it's okay that people lie to their kids about Santa Claus? Is it something that you feel like you, as in somebody who wants to have kids, and me, someone who does have kids, I don't feel like I need to lie to them. Yeah, I went without celebrating Christmas. That was fine. It wasn't for me. Some people just don't because of religious beliefs. I want to, but I'm not going to lie to my kids about some big fat man who's going to come down the chimney. I was going to say that I don't have, but I actually do. It's all stuffed up with I don't know what. But, like, I feel like it's
Aw.
totally okay to not lie to them. I think that telling the truth is important. How about you?
I mean,
Z
got me
Black
kind
Rider,
of messed
time
up
out,
here.
Chels. We got some liars in the chat here. Supersonic Station said Santa's real, and Z Black Rider said he met him in the
See,
mall.
honestly, I think it's all a holly jolly thing. Like, I think it's nice, truthfully.
Let
Growing up,
me
I loved believing in Santa Claus. What?
Supersonic Station, I don't lie to my kids about any of that nonsense. There is no Easter Bunny. There is no Tooth Fairy. And the last time, I don't know how many of my kids' teeth fell out. They didn't get money for it because I just had to prove a point. And I know that might make me sound like a piece of shit, but I had to prove a point that it was not real. I did not lie to them like everybody else in my family did, you know? And I don't know. Am I a jerk,
to each their
Charles?
own. I don't think it's like wrong to want to tell your kids that these things are real because it's cute. Oh my God. Like when my nephew talks about Santa, he just lights up. He's like, I can't wait for Santa to come through my door because there's no chimney, but I'm going to get all this love. And it's just so cute. I don't know. I think everything's cute though. So, unicorns and flowers, I love it all. Like if they want to believe in it, that's what
I
Santa
know. Okay,
is.
so I feel like there's a line though, right? Like, what do you think is an acceptable age to find out Santa isn't real and that your parents have literally been lying to you? Aren't you gonna
When they
feel?
find out.
When did you find out, Chels?
I found out in middle school. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Santa was real.
You
Okay.
were devastated.
Well, actually, I kind of just walked in on my mom wrapping presents, and I had already kind of been putting it together myself. And she wrote Santa on it. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
You evil
And
mom.
she was like, "I didn't want you to find out like this." I'm like, "Well, I mean, everyone already talks about it, so like, it's already kind of being registered in your head. Like, you eventually start to doubt it. It's just nice while it lasts. Make everything so happy. Who doesn't love a fat man, okay? That likes cookies. Who doesn't love cookies and milk?
You know what? Maybe he wants some whiskey
Okay,
and
so let the man get some
sausage
whiskey.
and pepper shells. Maybe he does not want some fucking
You're
cookies.
Santa Claus, so you tell You make up your
He's
own
not
thing.
even real. Okay? Well, okay. If I'm the one who's delivering the gifts, how come I don't get special shit left out for me?
That's why you
Santa
tell
haters
them
are in the
that
house.
Santa
Supersonic.
likes cookies and milk because that's supposed to be for you.
All right.
So you can make it whatever
I
you
don't
want.
want cookies, Chels. I work in a
Yeah, but if
cookie
you want
store.
sausage and peppers and onions, you're
Maybe
like, oh,
I, maybe I want
Santa
a
wants a nice
necklace.
hot meal.
Maybe I want a new pair of shoes left for me. Why does he have to have cookies left for him so he gets fatter? No. This is not okay. You know what he needs? He needs a kale shake, okay? That's what Santa needs. I don't know.
I wonder if that's what vegans figure out for their Santa Claus.
Vegan cookies, dog. Oh man. All right. So let's dive into our topics. I don't know, this I think we can go on all night about. I just think it's nonsense that I just don't have the heart in me to lie to my kids anymore. I did when they were young, but telling them that Santa is real is stupid. Oh, wait a minute. How come? Okay. I was like, I don't see it in the chat, but I see it on the screen. Graphic God said Santa is Satan in disguise. I totally agree with you, Graphic God. My kids were real downers at Christmas. We couldn't get them to believe in Santa. But why is that? Z Black Rider. Maybe they saw something that they were like, oh my gosh.
No,
It was a lie.
most kids' parents just tell them flat out because, like, nobody, I don't know.
It's like, how do
They
you
just
have that
tell 'em-
conversation, Chels? Like, can you imagine that?
How'd you
Mommy,
do it?
Daddy, Santa got us gifts. Oh, no, that was just us because he's not real and we've been lying to you all your life. You're 27 years old. Grow up. Stop believing in Santa. I don't know. Like,
I mean, if you're 27 and you're still believing in Santa, then
oh, why shouldn't you? If someone's lying to you, or the people that you put the most trust in, your own parents, right? They lie to you. That could
I don't
make you
know.
like some
Maybe it's just
psychotic
because my
person.
mom kind of just lied to me my whole life about this stuff. Like,
I don't
I think
know. It's
I
just
don't
I
know
don't
either.
find it okay. I don't tell my kids there's a tooth fairy. When they were super super young, I did, and then I was shown a different way by someone. I'm gonna leave them named in the chat. Xbot. Look, he says it is traumatizing on a subconscious level. But like I stopped lying about the tooth fairy, the Easter bunny, and that's just like a whole conversation for a whole nother day, really. But it is all boiled down to lying. Like, all right, if Alex lied to you about something, like, and you believed him, and then you found out it was a lie, you're gonna be really pissed off at him, aren't you?
Yeah, but was it like, okay, it depends on what he's lying to me about. Like, you're lying to me about a fake fat human that brings me gifts,
A fake fat
or
human.
someone who takes my tooth in exchange for money, or someone who hides candy and little eggs for me to find and eat. Like, I don't know. If it's making me happy, and it's not doing anything to harm me, I don't see why.
But see, I think like, all right, yeah, like you think it's like, oh, it's so nice, right? But like, if you put it this way, the 3 years that I did not celebrate Christmas, we still had a day where we celebrated with the kids. We'd call it gift day, and they'd randomly get gifts. So we'd be the house that, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that don't celebrate Christmas. And then they would get gifts from the rest of the family. And then we do our random gift day, and we buy them a whole bunch of gifts. They didn't know that was coming. It was always a surprise. It's pretty cool, right? But like, all right, that should have been proof there enough that Santa wasn't real, you know? And like one of the 11-year-olds is like, he's real. I believe. I can believe. I'm like, sir, you can believe in whatever you want to believe, but I'm not going to lie to you and let you believe that I was the one who made you believe that. You know what I'm saying? Foxy said she found out when she was 11 and she cried. I'm sorry to hear that. Xbot says the bunny pulls candy out of the rabbit hole. G-Man says, of course, Santa is real. I drink with him. So we do Rob your neighbor because we got big family. It saves much money than we have our own Christmas. What?
What?
I don't know. That's Supersonic Station being Supersonic Station, robbing his neighbors or something. Xbot says random gift day was great. Honest surprise from the kids was way better than expectation. Yeah, like they were just like one day they'd come home and boof, there's gifts everywhere. And then of course
That's
one of the
cute.
11-year-olds he got pissed off because I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't the right thing that he wanted. I was just like, you little brat. And then we gave him joke gifts, of course. Like, we had to be funny about it. I mean, that's no
Hell yeah,
better
who
than
doesn't know?
lying to them, right? About Santa Claus. We gave him joke gifts
Oh,
and
whatever.
salt and pepper shaker, wrapped it up. He loved it. I was like, that was just a joke. He got so upset. I
I
was
want
like,
to do gag gifts so badly. I really wanted to send Kevin a bag of dicks, though. I really wish I could have.
are they real dicks or like candy dicks or something? I don't know.
I deadass wanted to buy a whole bunch of like those things that stick to the wall
Oh,
and
okay.
stick them to his car. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, I say you follow your heart. You do what you need to
Yeah, right.
do.
He doesn't even work there anymore, so I can't.
Oh, well, then
I don't know what's
that's a you
dangerous.
problem. All right,
I
so
know.
Chelsea, what's something about you that not many people know? Don't
Um,
say you believe in Santa because I'm going to slap you.
I believe in Hogwarts. No, I'm just kidding. Probably I like to read and write a lot more than people my age typically do.
How old are you?
24.
24?
24.
Yeah, millennials tend to not want to read and write very much.
Nope. I
Maybe.
read every day, write every day. I love it.
Very nice, very nice. And I enjoy reading too. I don't buy books anymore. And I don't work at a bookstore anymore. And that was when I read the most because I used to get to take home books.
Heck
So,
yeah, most access. I would love that.
yeah, you could take home books and then borrow them and then return them. It was pretty cool. Um, something about me. I love jewelry, like unique kinds of jewelry. I love looking at it. I don't like looking at the price of jewelry, but I don't wear jewelry. I have lots of jewelry, but I don't wear it. I don't know why. I feel like it might
Mm.
weigh me down or something, but
I
yeah,
mean,
I just can't. Like, I don't know. Like, I have lots of different necklaces. Slicky Finger says, you look 45 on your picture. You talk about Chelsea or me? Oh, man. That's not very nice.
ouch.
I think it was a joke, but ouch. You don't say that to a girl. So yeah, I have like some really cool jewelry pieces and I love having them. I like collecting them, I guess, but I just don't really wear any jewelry. I stopped wearing earrings. um, I have lots of necklaces. I wear them once in a blue moon. Rings, I love rings. Can't wear the rings. I don't get it.
That's weird.
Am I just
I
weird?
like I don't like buying jewelry. Like Alex gave me a promise ring and I don't even wear that.
Wow.
But
It's okay,
I just don't like
Chelsea.
jewelry. I don't like the way it feels.
I don't wear a wedding ring either. I don't wear anything. I don't. I just can't. All right. So that was my thing about me. Chelsea believes in Hogwarts, and I have jewelry I don't wear. All right.
Yeah.
So one of our topics is grammar. I was actually spell checking my list here below in the description, and I'm pretty sure I messed up some stuff because, you know, I slightly had a little bit of a drink. But even then, like one of my biggest pet peeves is when people don't use punctuation. I mean, I know a lot of times on social media we'll just be typing something really fast. And it comes out a little mishmash. But when people like blatantly type some really dumb shit, I can't even think of one right now, Chelsea, but I know you know what I'm talking about.
I
Like,
do. I
like
hate
when they write the
when
word
people don't use proper grammar.
you and I be brushing my hair and then they don't use periods. Oh, the best ones are when people don't use any punctuation, right? And the sentence means something completely different if you're not using any punctuation.
Yep. I
So,
agree.
and then there's the where, and where, there, and
There,
there.
and there.
That is one of my
Your and your.
biggest pet peeves. Like,
Yup.
I can't say I've used it correctly every single day of my life, but if I notice it, you can be sure I'm going to beat my own ass for messing that up. And
Those are horrible. It
they
gives me a
really are.
headache. Even when people
Supersonic.
just speak improperly. Like Folda. Oh my gosh.
What?
Like,
Solda?
English, this girl in English, that's how she pronounces folder.
Oh,
Folder.
I thought you were saying soda,
ER.
but solder.
Folda. Duh. Like,
Maybe she has an accent.
okay, you know what? No, that is not an excuse. Okay, well,
Okay.
some accents are excuse, but like it has to come from a language. Tell me what language you say folder for folder.
Mm,
Let me
I
know.
get it. It's like everything, like, you couldn't just put that one extra letter to make it folder and change the A to an ER. Like, you're trying to make it sound cool, but it sounds like you're an asshole to me.
Exactly.
Supersonic Station says Santa is real. I seen it. Where, where there? Oh man.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not looking.
All right. So G-Man says my favorite was years ago. My boss would ask, "Do you like the idea?" I hate when people say idea for idea. Like, that is aggravating as hell. It's like, what idea? What is an idea? Can you please explain what an idea is?
What the heck was my English teacher calling a garage earlier? Garage? I think it was
Garage.
garage. I was
Um,
like, that is not how you pronounce it. It's garage.
there's so many. Like,
Oh man,
here we
I
go.
hate.
Let's eat grandma. Let's eat grandma. Okay. If you say let's eat, comma, grandma, it's totally different than let's eat grandma. All right. So, like, that's a big thing, and it can go so many different ways. And like,
Yeah,
I don't know, have you ever watched Alonzo Larone?
I have not.
Oh my God. Go on YouTube and find him. He is amazing. He just makes fun of people all day. So it's pretty hilarious. Brits tend to carry the R with vowels. Like, example, please. I mean, I'm not perfect, and I'm not trying to make fun of people who genuinely try. But nowadays, some people are just, I'm scared for them. You know, I really am. What's up, Cyber Gunter? Yes, garage. That's how you say it. Garage? Garage?
Garage.
Well, is it your teacher a Brit? Oh my God, guess what? My alerts are working. Holy good Lord. That's great news. Sorry, I got so excited. It's been a while. It's been so long since I had alerts working, guys.
Yes.
All
Woo.
right, so Slicky says that's how it's basically said. But there's so many different examples. Like, I know you guys, you can't even walk into Walmart without having an experience of someone saying something crazy. And don't tell me you don't shop at Walmart, okay? That's number
You're a
one.
liar.
Okay, some people don't shop at Walmart. They go to Target, which is the same thing, only more expensive. So yeah, that's one thing that irritates me. And Xbox said the slang going around now sounds like when Quen, can you spell bot when a snobby teen chokes on a silver spoon? Yo, all the kids nowadays
Oh,
are saying
true.
yeet. Oh my gosh, everything is yeet. And I'm like, can you guys just stop saying yeet? But then now I started saying yeet, and now here we are. Z Blackrider said Target got chased out of Canada. Well, amen to that. Tima says I don't shop at Walmart. Is that because there isn't one local to you? Not really sure. But there's just, you guys, there's just so many different things that people say, and I should have had like a whole list of examples ready. But like, one of my biggest things is is when people can't even use there, and there correctly in a sentence, just like where, and where. And it's just,
Yep.
okay, Walmart doesn't exist in Australia. Okay, Timma, well, you got me there. You got me there. And I was never very good with writing paragraphs, essays, things like that. But I did take special attention to ensure that everything that I wrote was correct, or at least try. Now, if you read some stuff that people write, it's like you're left scratching your head in the Walmart parking lot, you know?
Seriously. And it sucks because it's everywhere. Like, you can't even go on Facebook without some picture that it was like in proper grammar. Yes, I would actually share it, but you literally spell every other word wrong or something's just not right in that post, and it's so aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had one to share, but
Yeah, I love some of my employees, but some of them cannot speak, let alone spell. And then I just want to punch myself in the face because I don't want to, like, if I look at you and I remember what you said on Facebook, I'm not going to be happy, you know? So I guess I shouldn't, follow my employees on Facebook, and that will settle the entire problem.
probably.
Yeah, there you go.
But
See, all done. I went to Walmart once. The Black Red Are You Serious? Only once? Is it nice there? Writing properly is different than pronunciation with certain accents. Oh yeah, I love accents. That's one thing that's like absolutely amazing. And I think like a lot of times, where us Connecticutans were a little bit, I don't know if that's the right term. We can be a little bit snobby about people's accents. Me, I love accents, but like some people will automatically think you're being rude or you're trying to be better than them. And I only know this because I work in New Haven.
I
And
mean,
we
I
have,
don't think accents are wrong.
mhm.
Okay? Just you can definitely pronounce words a lot better. The person I'm talking about specifically, she definitely could. I've heard her speak, but
Folda.
just hmm,
You didn't
just
like that, huh?
sometimes
What's up, Turd Ferguson?
she just doesn't speak right, and it's annoying.
Yeah, that gets really frustrating. It kind of all goes hand in hand. And I mean, a lot of times when we do a live show, I fumble over my words, but if I'm actually focusing on what I'm doing, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, doing live shows makes me a little bit nervous. I don't know why. It just does. I fumble a lot. But if I'm like focusing and I'm at work and I'm in that work mode, I can focus really well and everything comes out perfect. And I'm just like, nailed
At
it.
work.
First time, folder. Timma's making fun of ya. Well, he's making fun of your girl. What's up, Bizzle? Thank you. Bizzle's over on Mixer. He said, my background is dope. Appreciate that. All right, so Chels, what would you like to get into now?
Can you
Dun.
just be friends with an ex? Dun, dun, dun.
Can you just be friends with an ex, Chels?
Yeah, I can actually.
Oh, yeah? How about you
Yeah.
guys in the chat? Can you be friends with your ex? I mean, I don't know if this is all your exes. I mean, if it's all the exes that are crazy and you have a bunch of them, well, then obviously you might be the problem. Me, it depends on the situation. I can tell you right now, I am not friends with a lot of my exes. We always said,
You're friends with
huh?
one at least, or no?
Yes. My oldest son, Tyler. As you guys know him, I eat poo to you. Me and his dad get along really well. We are friends. We were friends before we were ever in a relationship. And we decided when he was a year old that it just wasn't working out. And, I mean, his family's kind of like my family. Like, we go back since we were 18 and I'm now 34 years old. So, yeah, I mean, we're good friends now. We were actually just sitting down, kicking back, bullshitting about Red Dead Redemption the other day. And the cool thing is, him and Xbot, they get along and they'll sit there, they'll kick back, they'll bullshit about Red Dead Redemption or whatever video game is cool to them at the time.
That's great.
It really is. So we
That
get
really
a.
is awesome.
He's the only one I get along with. Anybody else, I've obviously like let go of a long time ago. And I've tried to be friends with some of them, but then they get that little inkling like, oh, she's being nice to me. Maybe we can get back together. Then I have to slap them down. And then it's a whole bunch of drama. And it's like, it's not even worth it. So I haven't had to deal with that situation in a long time. And
I mean, that's kind of weird. Like, if you were trying to be friends with them while you're in a relationship, that's like they should already know not to overstep their boundaries, you know?
but that's a lot of times people want to be friends. So they find their foot back in the door, for lack of a better term. That's, their way in. What's up, Blades? What's up, Dirty J? So my twins' dad, I tried to be nice. I guess that's the best way to say it. But there was no friendship for a long time, so there'll never be one, you know? So how about you? Any experiences in that department?
Um, I'm actually friends with both of my exes. So,
Mm-hmm.
one I talk to at least on a monthly, you know, time period, and the other one I occasionally talk to, but he is on my Facebook. Like, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
We even sometimes say hi. That's
And
really
now, is Alex okay with that? And are they friendly? Maybe not friends, but friendly to one another?
um. I mean, what he knows, like he hasn't really said anything about it. Like it's not really come up. He's not really the jealous type though.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, and one of my exes actually lived with us.
What's up, John Lee? Wait, one of your exes lives with you?
Yeah, like, he not now, no. Like he
Oh,
did live with us though.
Chelsea, I was like, what are you not telling me? I was
Like
slightly confused here, and I
he
was like, you're my
moved to
best friend.
Connecticut. He had nowhere to go, and like he just moved into my extra bedroom. So clearly, Alex has a lot of trust for me, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Not for anything. There was a situation where my twin's dad needed somewhere to go, and I didn't want to be the asshole, but I knew it wasn't going to make things better. It would make them quite worse, And Justin's like, do what you feel is right. And I was like, no, it's not going to happen. Not at all. Like I don't ever want to turn anybody away, but if I know that there is a reason behind what you're doing, or if you haven't been a nice person to me and then you're going to come to me when you need something, I would never turn anybody away, but that person I will. And there's a lot of reasons why. Chelsea has a secret. She's Amish. Chelsea, you're Amish.
No, no, no.
I always
I
wanted
mean,
to go
I
live in the
like
Amish country.
electronics, so definitely not.
I could go without them if I had a nice island with palm trees and alcoholic beverages. Who needs electronics? Not you, not
Um,
me.
that's true. Hopefully, I have some good company.
Cyber Grunter says, "Why though? The person you're with should be enough." Hell no, get out, bro. Um, well, I mean, yes and no. You can still have friends. I feel like in the age that we live in, churn the butter, gosh, you guys are so distracting. So I feel like the age that we live in, people kind of misuse people's trust, and they misuse the term friends, and they make, I don't know, everything just feels wrong in the world that we live in versus the world that I grew up in. Oh my God, Mel would be happy in an island full of food. Hell yes. Give me some chalupas and
Some of
Burger
everything,
King,
basically.
French fries.
If you don't
Yeah.
like it, feed it to the animals.
I'll eat the animals too. Fudge that.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. You're gonna make them fat by giving them the stuff that you don't want. So there's more food
and
right
then,
there.
yeah, you're right. You know what? You're so smart, Chels. Blade says, I used to date a girl for like a year, lived in the house with her dad and sister. We broke up a year later and I started, quote unquote, dating her sister. Moved from one room to the other room down the hall. Wow, is that a true story? That's kind of messed up.
What?
If that was my
That's
sister,
nuts.
I would have beat her ass. Number
I
one. Number
for
two,
real. I
if that
would
was my
have
boyfriend, I would have beat
knocked you
his
out.
ass. I was not always a nice person. I'm very calm now. Well, since I've had kids, I've calmed down a lot, and it's been a whole 11 years. So when they're old enough to go out on their own, they're alone. When they're old enough to go out on their own, I don't know. I'm kind of scared of what I could do with that freedom, except, like, you know what? Now I can get arrested. Let's go ghost hunting. That's what we're going to do, Chelsea. We're going to go ghost
Oh my
hunting.
gosh. Let's do it. I'm
Yeah.
totally down.
All right. So, I don't know. I think it's an interesting concept. I think people can be friends with their exes. I think that you should at least try. If you have a child with them, you got to be at least civil. That is really
Seriously.
Foxy said, ew, awkward, please. That was really awkward. I would have beat both of them. I just would. Like, if I was the person who was dating that, unless she was okay with it, that's still ill. To each his own, whatever. It was early 20s. Okay. That still doesn't make it okay, Blades. But yeah, I think that people should at least try to be friends. Of course, if there's like any reason why you can't, like a domestic abuse type of relationship,
Yo, well, of
no.
course, if there was something like seriously wrong in your relationship that was hurting you or the other person, definitely not be friends. If it was an unhealthy relationship in general, but if you guys ended on good terms, like me and my ex Steven, we did not end on good terms, like at all,
Hmm.
and it took
Don't mind my
years
vape
for
juice
us
squeeze
to
sound.
become friends again. Like we just started talking maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and like we actually have a pretty decent relationship, like or friendship. I guess that's the proper word, but
Hmm.
you know, and
Yeah.
Alex doesn't really care. So, and I mean, if he wants to, my phone is completely open for him. He knows my password. He has a finger scanner on my phone, but he doesn't
Now,
really
Chelsea,
care.
that's a
So,
little too much for me. I'm just
I don't give
saying.
a
I keep my
shit.
phone
Like,
locked. No,
what
Xbot.
if
He should know
what
my
if I like
password.
lose my thumb or something?
He should
Like,
know
how
my
do you have to
password,
get
and
into
I
my
should know
phone?
his. And I guess I don't really care to look through his phone anymore. And I just
Yeah, I
want to
don't really.
touch on something in the chat. Slinky Finger says, Jesus, what's with all these breakups? No one can find the right partner. I'm only 30 years old, and I've been with the same partner for nearly 11 years. That's amazing. Congrats to you.
That
Um,
is awesome.
I've been with Xbot for 6 years, and well, 6.5 years now. I haven't killed him yet, so psh, yay for him, right? And
Yeah,
he hasn't ran away from me yet, so I guess we're stuck together forever. But I'm okay with that. And the thing is, like, I guess I'm gonna admit I've tried to push him away. Don't let him hear I said that. I've
I
been
think we
mean
all
to
do
him.
it.
Yeah, like I was an asshole just so I could push him away because I was like, I'm not gonna be hurt. You're gonna be the one who gets hurt.
Yep.
So but he made it through that, and we are best friends. Between you and him, you guys are my best friends and my older sister, and that's all I have, other than gaming and work and the gaming community. But like, he's my best friend, so that's why when we do shows and stuff, like, we can laugh at each other, we can yell at each other, but we have a good time. And at the end of the day, like, it doesn't change the way we feel about each other. Supersonic
Seriously.
Station said he's getting married tomorrow. Do you see that? Congrats, Supersonic. Yay.
Congratulations. Woo. That's cute.
Xbot
I
said
love
he's
marriage and weddings.
I'm her older sister. What the hell are you talking about? Stop lying. You're my older brother. What are you saying? Um, so yeah, it's very interesting, but we do have a really good friendship. Can I say, like, if we ever broke up down the road that we would? I don't know, but I damn sure try, because we have
Yeah,
become a family. And
I
that's the
agree.
end of the story for us. We're a family now. I don't know what I would do without him, because like, I need, like, you see us on CCC, he's an absolute idiot, I'm an absolute idiot, and that's what makes it worth it, because we just have fun. If we had cameras rolling in this house 24/7. This house here that we live in could be a fucking sitcom. I kid you not. It's absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty funny when you guys don't see me. You know. You know that I'm crazy.
You are. You're fun. I mean, I totally agree. I think in order to have a good relationship, you have to be best friends. Me and Alex, like, even when I was in sixth grade when I first dated Alex, and then we,
Shut
like, broke
up.
up. I'm not even kidding.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's a funny story as to what happened there, but we'll go back to that a different day because let's not now talk. Anyways, so, um, then we were best friends for like 2.5 years, and we just started dating almost 7 years ago. He actually asked me out on Valentine's Day, which is sort of corny, but I think it's the greatest. I love it.
That is really corny. I'm not gonna lie.
It
Anybody
is.
who asks you out on
But
Valentine's Day, it's like, hey, how
shut
cliche
up.
can you get?
It
I'm
was
not trying to
so
make fun
cute.
of you. I'm making fun of him. And we'll make fun of him together, right? Yeah, there you go.
I loved it. We were on Skype at 12 o'clock, and he was like, so I know it's like cliche, or I know this is something, I don't remember, but he was like, will you go out with me? I'm like, really? I've only been waiting forever.
That's so cute. That's so cute. All right, so now on that same note, Chelsea, being friends, with your ex and things like that, let's move on to another topic. What's considered cheating? What do you guys in the chat? Let's give them a moment. What do you guys consider cheating? Because I know what I consider cheating, but I know everybody has their own ideas of what ideas. They have their own ideas of what cheating is. That's called the marriage contract. Blades has a marriage contract. He's like, my wife is my business partner. I bring in the money, she spends it. That's how it should be. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you,
Not
Lady
at all.
Foxfire. We are fun people. I mean, we're not always fun, but sometimes, you just don't know the difference between a microwave and an easy bake oven, yes or no. So,
Oh
but
my God.
we have a good time. I laughed about that for so many hours last night, by the way, guys. Like,
I
even
was still
after the
talking
show,
about it today.
I was just like, meh. Blade says, emoji, beating. When the meat enters the pie. Supersonic station, banging another chick. It's a good definition of cheating. All right. Keep going. When someone
That is
steals
true.
money from the bank in Monopoly. Some of that is the perfect example of cheating. Oh, man. All right. What else, guys? What else? I'm curious here.
I know, really.
I'm almost
There's
out
so
of
many
vape
different
juice.
forms too.
When Super pays for PlayStation Plus and not Game Pass. Cyber Gunter, that is amazing. We got more emojis. Rocking out is also cheating, apparently.
What? Yeah, right.
Oh man, Supersonic Station, you better not pay for PS Plus by choice and then complain about Xbox Live. All right, tell us, what do you think cheating is? Like, what would define cheating in your eyes? Like, if something that Alex did and you'd be like so livid that you'd be like, that's cheating.
Just anything in general that you feel you have to hide from me, whether it's deleting text messages,
Mm-hmm.
pictures, like secret locks on your phone, like
Mm-hmm. You think so? Locks on your phone?
not like your actual lock screen, but
Mm-hmm.
like if you have certain apps locked,
Saying
that's a
hi to
little
Peaches is
iffy.
also cheating? I'm deciphering emojis here. All right, what else?
There's emotional cheating.
What's
I don't
emotional
think
cheating?
I think if you're having like a intimate relationship with somebody else,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
like intimacy doesn't always have to be sexual. It could
Oh,
be
no, absolutely
emotional
not.
too. So I definitely think if you are having any intimate conversations or feelings for somebody, like you're definitely cheating.
All right. Supersonic Station said porn isn't cheating. What are your thoughts on that?
I had an ex who was addicted to that shit, and I think it's just inappropriate in general. Like, just inappropriate in general.
I'm not a fan of porn. I mean, okay, let's say you're in a relationship, right? And your significant other's looking at porn without your knowledge. To me, that's basically borderline cheating, but not really. I guess I can't consider that cheating, but if they lie about it, that's where I'd get angry. You don't lie to me. Blade says inappropriate. What the F? You read books about man hardness. Same shit, lady.
No, it is not. No, I hope nobody is doing anything inappropriate to these books, please. Nobody's trying to make the pages sticky. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yuck. Cyber Gunter says watch it together.
My page is sticky. I was like, no, I do not. My pages are perfectly fine. That is disgusting.
This is taking a left turn, and I don't know if I'll be able to dig us out of the hole that we're getting into. So, as far as like porn, I think it's okay, so long as I'm not lied to. All right, and I feel like if couples want to watch that together, that's their prerogative. If that's not for you, that's your prerogative. Not everybody likes that stuff. I feel like if, let's say, my significant other, they're talking to somebody and I don't know, like, let's say it's either an ex or a quote-unquote friend. If they're just talking to somebody on the side and I don't know about it, then to me that might give me an inkling that there's some type of cheating going on. Regardless of the conversation, you could say, well, look at our conversation. I don't know if you deleted any of that conversation. Yep. I have no idea, but in my mind, you're doing something behind my back, and that's equivalent in my mind to cheating. If you're doing anything behind my back, if you're lying to me, I guess it's kind of like a cheating.
Erasing things.
It's the same feeling, right? You feel like, somebody's doing something wrong.
Why do you have to hide it? If it's not wrong, why hide it then? Mm-hmm. You clearly know it's wrong. You're feeling some type of way about it. Because if you wouldn't be
hiding it if you weren't feeling some type of way about it, which means you knew you were wrong, so why are you doing it?
Exactly.
That's one thing that blows my mind. People do stuff all the time that's wrong. Then they'll be like, I'm so sorry. No, you're not, because if you were sorry, you wouldn't have done it in the first place.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Cheating is a very sore subject to me because almost everybody I've ever been with has cheated on me. With the exception of Xbot that I know of. Dun, dun, dun. Cue the ominous music. But yeah, I always got cheated on, and I never understood why. I mean, I think I'm a pretty girl. I'm a fun person. Thank you.
Yes, you are.
But why? Like, I'm pretty chill, stuff like that. But I guess,
it's their fault.
It's just I don't know. It's like the world is so messed up, and it's even more messed up now than it was, God, I don't know how many years ago. Like I had this one ex, and I'm going to tell you guys a very embarrassing for me story. So I don't know if I've ever told this story, but anyways, he was cheating on me by meeting people on Craigslist. And that broke me to a point of no return. Like, I did bad things because of that. Because I was so upset that this person wanted to meet people on Craigslist. Like, how disgusting is that? Number one, ew. Number two, ew.
That is
Number
gross.
3, you had a girlfriend who was pretty freaking cool, and then you got the nerve to cheat on her with people on Craigslist. Like, you couldn't even meet somebody at a local coffee shop or something. You had to put out a post and an ad on Craigslist. Get the fuck out of here. So then I punched him in the face while he was sleeping. That's probably one of the best days of my life, believe it or not. I just felt so powerful. I was just like, ow. Punch him in the face. He really didn't like that. It was all downhill from there. I mean, I can laugh about it now because I came through the whole situation, um, but at the end of the day, like, that's one thing that it not only hurts somebody, like, mentally, it's like, it's not just that moment. It's not that one person. It's a lifelong
Yep.
thing
It
that
seriously
stays
lives
with
with you
you.
forever.
Yeah, like, I'll never forget the situations. Like, if I think about them, oh, was he Black Rider? I can tell you right now, you are completely correct. It was a good punch. Like, I don't think I've ever punched somebody so awesome in my life. Like, made me so happy. I mean, I stabbed a person, but we'll leave that for another day. But yeah, like, I punched the shit out of him, and it was great. But I mean, it made me feel good for the moment because I just needed to let the anger out. Mind you, at the time in my life, I was on anger medication. I stopped taking it. So, but I eventually kind of got over that. Like, I got over the whole situation between me and him. I never forgot the feeling of how disrespected I felt, how dirty I felt that somebody could go and find somebody on Craigslist, and not even one person. I think it was multiple. And then at the end of the day, after it was all said and done, I don't have much memories of what happened after that. So yeah, I stabbed somebody. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the experience. But they didn't die. That's all that matters. But at the end of the day, I mean, these are all life experiences. You learn from them, but it's not okay that people do this to other people. It's really not.
I don't even understand why. Why would you do that? Like, I don't know.
Mel's the Craigslist killer. Hell no, I'll never kill nobody. I ain't going to jail. I am too cute for jail. I always say that, and I mean it. I won't last a minute. I do want to touch on something I seen in the chat, Chelsey. What do you think about Tinder? Good cyber gunter. Don't ever cheat on your wife.
Honestly,
That's
I've
high
never
five for
even
you.
used Tinder, so I don't really have a comment on it.
I feel like a lot of people
All
use
I know
that
is
for
you
cheating.
swipe left and right.
Like, from what I understand, and I've never used Tinder. Okay, I lied. I will explain myself in a moment. But I know a lot of people who just use it as a hookup. And that's not okay. Like, you shouldn't just be hooking up with random people. And then I listened to Tinder horror stories and Craigslist horror stories and all those from Darkness Prevails. He's absolutely amazing. I used to fall asleep listening to Darkness Prevails until I started getting anxiety. And then I couldn't sleep because I was too afraid that there was monsters outside my window. This is true story, like this past year.
I remember that.
But I did make a fake Tinder profile, and I used that rainbow hair rapper guy, I don't know what the hell, with some fucked up teeth, as my profile picture. Came up with a fake name, and I was just looking around on there to see if someone was on there, and it was an Xbot, so don't worry about it. But that was it. That was it. I was just trying to help someone out, find out if her man was being a scumbag. Slicky Fingers Craigslist is like a selling site, but they used to have like there's jobs on there, there's items for sale, there's what else?
Everything.
There used to be personal ads, so you can do like misconnections, like, oh, I saw you at the train station, your hair was blonde and your coat was red, and then someone would, I guess, see that posting, hopefully, like, I don't know why people.
If you're ever having a bad day, go read some of those.
No, they took it out.
What?
Yes, they took them out. I used to want to make videos just reading those.
Be quiet. No, they did not. That's crazy. Why?
Go on there right now.
Those were funny.
Because there was too many people getting murdered and too many dick pics up there. The shit you not. They were just like, what, we're done.
Yeah, there was a lot.
So now
kind of like that Omegle thing.
Yeah.
That was like nuts.
They don't need that anymore. They got Tinder. Like people, I was looking at people who posted their resume on there, and the people's resumes were like personal posts, and I'm like, are you kidding? I don't care if you're 5'6" blonde and you want to get it on. You obviously don't need a job.
What the hell?
Gothwitch Girl says, tell X but stop the hate on Fallout 76. I play it. I have little to no problems. I mean, Xbot, read the chat. Gothwitch has a message for you. He doesn't hate it. You know, it's just, I'm not talking about video games right now. Don't get me into this. Don't take me down that rabbit hole, Gothwitch. All right, so Chels,
So
so you've
yeah,
never really used Tinder,
never.
um, and you think that, well, all right. So if let's say you found out someone cheated on you. Let's say your current significant other, right? You found out he cheated on you. What was the first thing you were gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna beat the living shit out of him. Oh boy.
With a
I did
broom, with a
not wait
bat, with a
7 years of
fist.
my life for you to cheat on me.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'm not gonna kill him, but I
I
will
can't
say I'm
say
gonna
that
kill
out
him.
loud
Into
on a
his
live
face.
show. Punch him in the face while he's sleeping, Chels.
Actually kill him.
That gets
What?
it done. Yeah,
I would just
I think
beat
at
him
this
up.
point in your life, you give somebody 7 years of your life, if not planning on the rest of your life, they should really have their shit together if they've been with you that long. And it's not really hard for people. Like, I don't understand what the issue is that people have to cheat on other people in the first place. Why can't you just break up with them? Why
I
can't you
agree.
just be like, you know what, this isn't working out. I want to see other people. Just be honest about it. You
It'll
know?
it would make the outcome a lot better. I'm one of my exes did cheat on me, but um I don't know.
But
It's
you
just
didn't
been
beat
so
him?
long I don't really like care, I guess. I
Mm-hmm.
forgave him.
Mm-hmm.
It
Good.
was hard,
Forgiveness is
really
good, though.
hard. Yeah, and it took a really long time, but here we are,
Cyber
friends. So,
Cyber Gunter says cowards. And, I think a lot of it is, one, people are cowards. They're too afraid to even speak up, right? And then you have the factor of losing everything, right? You're afraid to lose that person who's there, your security blanket, if you have money invested, if you have a house, things like that. So people would rather go behind somebody's back, cheat on them, and hurt them versus, like, and the thing is, people expect them to not find out. No, everything comes out,
yep,
one
I
way or
agree.
another. and
It sure
and
does.
if it doesn't, then I don't want to say that I guess you're lucky, but that's really not a luck situation. You're just a scumbag. But if you don't get caught, then I mean, I guess you could take it to your grave and fuck off with it. I don't know. I hate liars. Stay single until your 30s. Well, I'm past that. And I don't plan on being single. And if I'm ever single again, it's because Xbot had an accident, quote unquote. If the shit ain't working, the shit ain't working. If it's not working, then say something and make a plan. Be a decent person and say, hey, you know what? This isn't working out. We're gonna go our separate ways. It's as simple as that. Honesty.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not 30 yet, but
No plan,
I'm
just leave. I don't know about that. You kind of have to. Xbot said I shit my pant. What? I don't even want to ask anymore. And if you shit your pants, why are you in the house? Get outside. Jago, what's up? Been home 30 minutes, exhausted. Well, you have a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping by. And Jago had a 15-hour day. Ew.
dang.
Blade said, I never laid in bed crying about missing someone. Well, you are one in a few, I'm sure. One in a
That's
few.
very lucky for you.
All right, Chels, what would you like to discuss now? I just remixed that. What?
Wicka, wicka, wicka. How about we could talk about the N word? I hate
Okay.
that word.
You
We were
hate that
talking
word?
about, I do. It's another one of my biggest pet peeves.
The N word is one of your biggest pet peeves. Can I ask
Yes.
why?
I don't know. I just don't like it. Maybe because, like, I'm, as my aunt would say, I'm biased because obviously my boyfriend's black. I just don't like it. I mean, he uses it all the time. I really wish he wouldn't. It makes me want to smack him upside his head.
How does somebody say you're biased if you don't like the N word? Does that
I don't
person
know.
use that word?
Yes, she has. Yep. And I told her it was wrong. And she said, It means inconsiderate person, and I'm
What?
like,
She said inconsiderate?
mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. Apparently, that's what it means, inconsiderate person.
Oh.
I was like, that is not what it means, you racist ass hoe. Shut your mouth.
So the chat is wondering what N word. We've got nachos, Navajo, nectarine, nipple. Start calling her honky. Nutella. Nutella, is that how you pronounce it? Oh my gosh, you guys know what the N word we're talking about. So yes. Chelsey has a black boyfriend and Chelsey is white. And that's okay. But sometimes her family has an issue with it, obviously. But Chels,
But yes,
okay. I'm curious as to why your picture's not actually popping up today. Are you even
that's
here?
weird. It's popping up on my screen.
No, it's not popping up on mine. Say a word.
Word.
There you go. Okay, I think I fixed it now. Okay, I think I broke it before. All right, so I have a lot of employees of all different races at my job. And they throw that word around like it's going out of style, and I yell at them all the time, you know? And if that's how you want to speak when you're not at work, that's on you. I can't tell anybody how to talk. I don't like the N word. I would never call anybody that. Cracker witches? What the fuck? Oh, Chelsea's family are witches. I never liked that word, Dirty J said, especially since my goddaughter is half black. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. And my employees, they use that in their everyday conversation. It's just natural to them.
Everybody does. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people do nowadays. Like you said, they say it like it's going out of style. Like every time you say it, you get a little bit cooler, and that's really not the case. You're not cool. You just look ignorant, really.
I mean, all right. So my question is for let's say I have employees that are black, right? And they use that word often. It doesn't affect them. But let's say you hear it and you don't like it. You know, like what is the difference between like you and them where you can be like, I don't like that word, but that's their everyday speaking. You know, like if that's the way they choose to speak, like I mean,
I guess so. Like I said, Alex says it
I have
all
to
the
yell at them because
time.
you're in a business. You should not be speaking like that. You know,
I
and they're
agree.
like, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I know you're sorry, but
If
don't do
you're
it again. And you do.
if you're in school or at work or somewhere like where you're supposed to not be professional, but sort of be respectful, I guess, then you shouldn't be using that.
No, no, not at
Not
all.
every other word out of your mouth has to be that word either. You can skip a few words, maybe even a few sentences, but you don't have to say it six, seven, eight times in one friggin' breath. Like, chill.
Okay, so when there's rappers making music and that's every other word that they use, they're kind of saying it's okay, right?
It's so annoying.
But yeah, it really is annoying. And I don't listen to music like that. But like, all right, how about all these like wars that are going on and people are like arguing all the time, right? If you were to say that word to somebody that was black, they'd get mad at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
For sure.
they could say it to each other. That blows my fucking mind and I'm like, can we just not even when like they're arguing, it's totally different. And I just wish this world was equal. Or are we
I
talking about
agree.
an A or an ER? I really don't
But
know what the difference is.
back
Expat.
to like you saying that like black people aren't okay with us saying it. Some people like when I was younger, I will not say it. Even Alex says I can. I don't I'm not comfortable saying it. My best friend used to well my not my best friend anymore, but my old best friend used to tell me to say it all the time. Like it's just not something I want to say. You guys could
That's
say it.
really
You do
weird
whatever
that they
you
tell you to
want.
say it.
Yeah, like I feel like that's well Alex I don't
Oh, no,
think would
Chelsea, it's
necessarily
okay. You
set
can
me up, but
say it. Yeah, it definitely sounds like someone setting you up.
well, I don't think Alex would, but my friend, like, there was other people around. I was like, no, I'm not gonna say it. You want to say it? You to each your own. Like, but me, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm too white for that. Whatever. If you're black and you want to say it, go
Did you
fuck
just
ahead, I
say I'm too white
guess.
for that? Isn't that a
I
racist comment
am.
too? I'm too white for that.
I am racist against white people. I hate white people. I hate. I seriously do. Not all of you, all of us, guys. Okay, just the ones who are mean to other people because they think white is empowerment.
So you don't like racist people? That's
Yeah,
totally
I don't
okay.
like my aunt at all. Like, she wants us to move down there. I'm like, you're nuts. I will let
Where's
you say
down there? Where does she
Georgia,
live? Georgia?
Georgia. Let her say one bad thing about any black person. I will punch you.
Yeah, I
I will
remember
kick
a
you.
couple of arguments you guys had over Facebook, and I'm like, oh, let me grab the popcorn, throw it at my face a couple of times. Yeah,
I'm trying not to kick my
she
foot through
does
my
not
wall right
hate
now.
white people. She's white herself. So, um, she's just having a moment because she doesn't like that word, and I get it. Like, I feel like how Xbot said earlier, it kind of goes with the intent too. Like, let's say Alex says, "Yeah, Chelsea, you can say that word. I don't care." Like, if you guys are just having casual conversation. But I mean, if you meant it in like an angry way,
Oh well,
I
yeah.
think
Then
that kind of changes it too.
that's a whole different subject
Yeah,
on its own.
it is a whole different subject, but I don't know. That's not one of those things I'd just say in casual conversation either.
Nope, me neither.
Um, Apparently, there's a lot of nice princes in Nigeria. I've been to Niger. It's actually not a very nice country. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, so anyways, any final thoughts on that?
Nope,
No? Well, okay
nope. 'Cause
then.
I will kick my foot through my wall. I'm already getting antsy.
I know, I can hear it in your voice. And I was just like, oh shit, she's gonna go argue with her aunt for no reason now.
I am.
Aunt, I'm mad at you from 8 months ago when you said the N word. Chelsea really does get into her shit on Facebook too. Um,
I don't honestly like. It's always upset me. I don't know. She tried telling me I grew up that way, but honestly, as far back as I can remember,
Grew up what
my
way?
apparently being racist. Like that's how my family was, which is I highly doubt because this, like I said, as far back as I can remember, all of my friends have been like anything but white. I lived
They've all been
in the
color.
ghetto.
Hmm.
Yeah, I lived in the ghetto. There was not a white person around. They were all Hispanic. Like it was just
I love how you
whatever.
lowered your voice when you said Hispanic.
I really didn't.
They're all Hispanic. Chelsea should
Good
watch Daniel
grief.
Tosh stand up.
What's that? Is it on Netflix?
Yep.
All right. What is
I
it?
don't know if that's a setup. I think he's trying to trigger you.
I don't want that.
Doesn't how you were before it matters how you are. Oh, it doesn't matter how you were before. It matters how you are now. Absolutely. And the thing is, like, I've met Chelsea's mom. She's really cool. Like, I want to say I met her a few times, but you meet her once and then she's just family now, right? And her mom is just mad cool. So I couldn't even see like,
Yeah.
Chelsea's aunt being that way. It's really weird. Um, went to the Mali and I don't even know what we're talking about, you guys. Did you really go to these places? Mali and Algeria? Been to them. All right, so let's see what else we got to talk about. Drugs and addiction. Do you do drugs?
Um.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
If you consider smoking weed a drug,
Is it
but
considered a drug in Connecticut?
I don't probably. Yeah,
Yes,
you get
Chelsea, it
arrested for
is.
it.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
but
is.
everyone friggin' okay, not everyone, but a lot of people friggin' smoke. So is it really like all it is
Yes.
a plant? It grows from the ground. I mean, I guess that's the same as tobacco, but
Yeah. Okay, so I guess my biggest thing about drugs and addiction is not necessarily weed, because weed is weed. Um, it's illegal here still. Um,
Unfortunately, for
Xbot says
now.
it's definitely addictive. I used to smoke it every day. No, it wasn't addictive. It was just the
I mean,
feeling.
I
Chelsea
think it
smokes every
is.
day.
I do. Honestly, I use it to cope. Like I'd rather smoke weed than take prescribed medications.
Hmm.
There, I think like I was put on Xanax for a while and then I got taken off of it and I ended up being addiction. Like I used to take them for my mom. Like it was bad, and I was addicted for to it for like from 16 to 18, along with drinking alcohol. So I felt like weed was a better addiction, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it's a better addiction. I feel like anything, it's a better addiction than prescription drugs. Prescription drugs are the worst because there's so many more side effects that come along with them, along with thoughts of suicide, harming
Yep.
yourself or others, and so much more, not to mention what they can do to your body, versus like smoking weed and just chilling to pass out. Blade said I fall asleep if I smoke. I wish I could fall asleep. That's why I need to. Um, but like I used to take Ambien just to fall asleep, and
Oh
that
my God.
that
Ambien are the
was it.
worst.
Really was. I didn't know that it was gonna make me snap, and it did. And it's not good. And there's so many other medications like, like you mentioned Xanax. Those are highly addictive.
They are.
Was it oxys? Those are addictive. So many people are addicted to all kinds of drugs, and they're just pills. And I feel like that this was all set up to be this way. Of course, you got these prescription drugs that you can get at a doctor, and now a lot of places you can get medical marijuana or medicinal, however you want to pronounce it. But you need to have certain circumstances, at least here in Connecticut. If you want medicinal marijuana, you have to have your arms falling off, basically. Something really tragic. But, I know that they kind of all fall in the same category. But if you look at it this way, alcohol is completely legal. And how many people get into car accidents from drinking and driving and die and
Yeah,
hurt other people? But that's completely legal, you
I
know?
agree.
Cyber Gunter says, love is the best drug and your best friend. You know what? I agree. I used to say it wasn't addicting when I smoked daily. I was lying to myself.
It is addictive. I don't think I could quit smoking.
There was once upon a time where I smoked every day for a couple of years, and I could do without it, you
See,
know?
I mean, like I say that I don't think I could deal without it. Eventually, I'd be able to deal without it because I felt the same way about cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes from when I was 13 till I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. I did not ever think I was going to be able to put down a cigarette. And then one day I just woke up and I was like, this is it. So maybe one day I'll feel that way about weed, but I
Mm.
use it as such a, I
Because
rely on it.
it's more
So,
relaxing. It doesn't taste nor smell as bad as a cigarette, and there's not as many chemicals as a cigarette. Cigarettes have what, formaldehyde and God knows what else. I don't remember the list of shit that I didn't want to read about. I stopped smoking for 9 months and 4 days when I started vaping, and granted, there's still nicotine in it.
it's
It
better
tastes
than
better,
cigarettes.
it smells better, and is definitely healthier. Now, the thing is, I got so stressed out at work that I felt like I was going to snap, so I started smoking again. Yes, I did. So please do not be disappointed in me, Supersonic Station. I started smoking again. Supersonic was smoking a lot of cigarettes, and then he turned to vaping. And I've.
Honestly, it's a hard addiction to kick. Like even to this day,
Mhm.
I still have like cravings. Like someone pisses me off well enough, bad enough, I will seriously be like, "Wow, I wish I had a
Mhm.
cigarette," or "I really want a cigarette." But it's just been so long. Not. I just don't plan on. Hopefully, not going back. People have gone back to smoking cigarettes even 15, 20 years after they quit. So
Mhm. It's been a rough road because at first I couldn't stand the way they smelled. I couldn't stand the way that, like, I don't know. I just, when people were smoking around me, it was nauseating. And then one day I started craving them again, and it was just so much stress. And I was like, I need something to bring some normalcy to my life. And then I started smoking cigarettes again. And then I bought a pack, and I'm like, I'm just going to smoke one. And then I smoked two, and then I smoked four, and then I smoked the whole pack. You know, and then
Yep.
I bought maybe 6 packs between now, well, not now because it's been 8 days where I haven't smoked a cigarette again. And Z Black Rider, that's what I was doing. Like in the car and in the house, I would vape, but when I went to work, I would go outside and smoke. So it kind of got me through my work day, but I really enjoyed like the smell of the vape and the taste of the vape. So I am 8 days cigarette free again. And
Woo!
yeah. So it's been rough because I smoked for about a month and a half, and you know, and it's just I was smoking more and more, and I don't know. I feel better though without it, but I don't know, I just do crave them still now more
Yep.
so than when I stopped smoking the first time around.
I think, it gets easier. I actually joined a quit smoking support group on Facebook.
I can't do
I'm
that. It makes me want to smoke more.
they have seriously helped me so much. I'm so glad I joined that group. And I also have a quit smoking app on my phone, and it like updates. I mean, I'm already almost 5 years in, so it doesn't even really matter, but it gives you health updates, and if you ever have a craving, like it tells you interesting facts if you click the button. It's just really nice to have, honestly. Like I said,
Blades.
here I am so far down the road and I still crave cigarettes. I love the smell of Newport 100s. I don't know why.
I don't like those anymore. Now it's
I love them.
Marlboros. Now
I
I'm
love the
just more
smell.
expensive. Mar Black menthols. That's the only thing I want now. Blade said he hasn't smoked a cigarette since 2014, but he vapes like a motherfucker, though. Excuse me, dough. Xbot doesn't even want cigarettes anymore. Supersonic Station hasn't had one cigarette since he started vaping. It's been a few months now, too, so that's really amazing.
Nice.
And
That's
he was
awesome.
smoking a lot. So there's quite a few people who've quit smoking and turned to vaping, and it's great. It really is. But for me, it's the job that kind of, it took me to the point where I'm just like, I can't take it anymore. And I needed to do something. So that was my advice there, you know? Supersonic said, "Oh snap! Do you know how long it's been? I quit. My quit smoking app broke. I don't know. I don't remember what day you quit. It's been a few months now because I remember me and Xbot were telling you what to buy and where you should go and all that good stuff. So it's had to be at least 3 months, I want to say." Z Black Rider says, "Damn you, Mel! I'd kill for a Marlboro." Me too. Me too. But I'm doing good. It's been 8 days. I'm clean.
You got this. Woo!
My relapse is over, but that doesn't mean tomorrow I won't smoke one. But it helps being broke too.
That
Supersonic
is
says cigarettes
true.
are so expensive now. Oh my god, yeah,
Oh,
they
I
are.
was looking at a pack of cigarettes. Newports are like almost $12 now. What?
I think
I'm
it
so
depends
glad
on
I
where you
don't
go
smoke them
to.
anymore.
Marlboro keeps reminding me of the Follow Friday monster. What is the FF monster? Is that Follow Friday? That's all I think of when I see FF. And I really hate Follow Friday because when people tag me in that, it's so aggravating. I appreciate it, but stop. But anyways, yeah, there's so many different types of addictions. How about people who are
Yep.
addicted to porn, Chels? People can be addicted to porn. You could be addicted to cheeseburger, not just drugs. And the
It
end
can
of the
be
day,
anything.
all of these things are a drug. It might be our drug to keep us, I don't know. I don't want to say keep us in check because that makes no sense. Like, but some people, they're addicted to porn. Some people are addicted to cigarettes. Some people are addicted
Some
to
people are
popping
addicted to
pills.
food.
Some
Some
people
people
are,
are addicted to hoarding. Everything's
yes.
addictive.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Oh man, don't even get me
Coffee.
started
I'm
on
addicted to
hoarding.
coffee.
I
What?
love the show Hoarders. Xbox said, "Is this the porn episode?" Apparently. Blade says, "Addicted to work." I don't feel like we can be addicted to work.
I think
Maybe.
you can. I agree. I definitely think you can.
Really? Why?
Hmm. Okay, 2 jobs, sure, but if you're working constantly every day, like, and you don't have to work and you're working 3 or 4 jobs, like, well, I don't think 4 is
Who's gonna work 3
possible.
and 4 jobs if they don't have to work that? I'm just curious. No
I don't
one.
know. That's actually okay, sure, true. I wouldn't want to
All
work
right.
3 or 4
Can I
jobs
pause you
either.
right there? Why do people want to work 3 and 4 jobs and spread out all the times for those 3 and 4 jobs when you could work 2 jobs and have the same amount of hours? That really blows my mind and it pisses me off. Like, I have employees who are like, "Oh, I have 3 jobs." All right, well, if you did a better job here, you'd have more hours. And then you could have 2 jobs. I'm just saying. It's a real
Honestly, I've
thing.
never worked 3 jobs, so I wouldn't really know. I've only worked 2 max. So, but I don't know. I just think you can be addicted to it.
Yeah, yeah. Some
Maybe
jobs,
not necessarily working, but making or having money or
Blade, some
making
jobs
money.
don't have the hours to give. Yes, you're right. But if you have someone who does a really good job, they are going to get the hours. Lady Foxfire, congrats to quitting smoking. Um, this murder addict, this is not two girls, one podcast. It's two girls podcast. Apparently, there is a lot of different podcasts with similar names. Um, but yeah, I feel like addiction. I think everything is addiction. Our cell phones are addiction. That is the worst addiction. We are
Mm-hmm.
now zombies, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it all at the end of the day, every one of these addictions, whether it's drugs, cocaine, heroin, pills, Xanax, drinking, whatever it is, it gives everybody that same release feeling. You know, it's a release. That's what it is. At the end of the
Yeah,
day.
it is. It's something comfortable. A lot of people need that or think they need that comfort. They need to rely on that
Mm-hmm.
specific
Expat said, "Put your
object
cell
or
phones
thing.
down, people." So here's the thing. We talked about this a couple times with people with their cell phones in the face, and so many times. And I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of other times. But the
Yep.
thing is, like, it gives you that sense of feeling like you belong somewhere, And it's really sad, and that's a conversation for a whole nother day because it is getting late already, and the time has flown by. Anyone who quits smoking gains my respect. That is awesome. YouTube murder addicted. Wow. I just realized your name is murder addicted. I'm a little scared to ask what you're addicted to. Um, I'm addicted to YouTube myself. I love watching Judge Judy. My life goal is to meet Judge Judy and get yelled at by her. Just so you guys know, I watch Judge Judy every day. It's so much
You're a
fun.
nut.
Chelsea, I'm suing you, just so you know. We're going to go on Judge Judy, and we're going to pretend like it's a real thing, and then we're like, "Psych, Judge Judy, we just came here to get yelled at by you, bitch." And then she's like, "Get out of my courtroom." And I'm like, "I love you. Bye." Oh, no.
I'm
Slicky
totally
Fingers
down.
is 4 a.m. Holy shit. All right, so Chelsea, we are gonna have to wrap up this episode tonight. I actually thought we were supposed to go live at 9 p.m. for some reason. And I think that's because we didn't have a show last week because of the charity stream. And I was completely thrown off.
She was.
I really was. I was like, are you ready to go? And she's like, "Bitch, we don't go live for another half an hour." And I'm like, "Well, what are we doing not playing PUBG, Chelsea? Let's go."
Seriously.
Yeah, so it's been fun, you guys. Thank you guys in the chat for hanging out with us. I look forward to another show next week. Supersonic Station said, "My girlfriend's addicted to Judge Judy for reals." No, for reals, this is the thing. I'm addicted. I watch all the episodes on YouTube. Murder Addicted, I'm sorry you just got here, but we'll be back next week, Tuesday, every week, 9:30 p.m.
9:30.
Unless, of course, we're doing charity streams or something like that. Oh, Supersonic Station has a charity stream. I don't know if it's tomorrow. Supersonic, can you confirm that? I think it was tomorrow, Wednesday into Thursday. Murder Addicted says I'll stalk you later. That's slightly scary just from your name alone, but okay. Judge Judy is an old twat waffle. Supersonic Station. He said, can you shout out my stream tomorrow? Okay, it is tomorrow, and I did not even see that till just now. And I believe he's starting that at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Central Time. What is that in real time, Supersonic Station? I think that's 6 p.m. real time, which is Eastern for us. I'm not really sure. But it's 3 p.m. Central. 4 p.m. My bad. My bad. I don't know. So 4 p.m. real time, Chelsey. If you want to stop by Supersonic Station's channel, he's going to be doing a charity stream.
You got it.
YouTube and Mixer. If you can donate, donate. If you can't donate, just share it out and get your friends to donate. If everybody donates $1 and he gets like 500 people to check it out, that's $500, guys. Simple as that. Thank you guys so much. It's been a lot of fun. You guys in the chat have been absolutely amazing. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.
more.